What do you call a cat in the desert? Sandy Claus. Bugger. I thought you can hear me now. Oh dear. Yeah, see, I was feeling that rough you couldn't hear me. I forgot to push the slider up, didn't I? What a muppet. Oh, one never learns. But here we are. I now we have contact. We have, we have sound. So yeah, I should have noticed. I had it in my mind to do. I should give myself one of these. Do you like the ears? I might have to take the jumper off in a bit. It's quite warm in here. So who else we got in there? Yes, we can. Excellent. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, so I've been right Tom and Dick. I've been feeling proper ill, and so the Duchess, she's down with it as well. Pain in the arse with the dog. He still needs taking out. So having to force ourselves into it. So, oh, but what have we been up to? Not a lot, actually. I've just been feeling too rough. Feel like the dog, rough. I mean, Artie doesn't seem to have affected him too much. It's quite funny, actually. Uh, Hudson and Artie are a right comical pair together, actually. Archie will come in from outside and Artie and Hudson there. He hears him coming in, he's up. And Archie will come strolling in, as he does, I mean, hard as nails. And then you've got Hudson got his nose stuck up his arse. Oh, it breaks me every time. So funny. It really is. But there you go. These things are sent to try us. So how are we doing? Are we all ready for this here quiz? Um, yes. So I'm gonna push on with it. I think. Should we push on with it, or should we wait a few minutes to see who else turns up, or have a swig of coffee? So I was on the phone to the quack the other day. 8 o'clock, bang on the second. I hit the go button. An hour and 7 minutes later, they answered the phone. Oh, sorry, we've only got two receptionists off on. So the advice I got, having given what my symptoms were, oh, just take some paracetamol and a few brufen if you aches and pains. Oh, cheers. Spent an hour and 7 minutes to hear that. No, you can't have any antibiotics because they don't work against the virus. Great. I'll carry on suffering, shall I? Should I go to A&E if my symptoms deteriorate? No, call 111. I tried that earlier. I got nowhere with that. What a waste of time. What an absolute waste. Might as well just get on with it. So, here we go then. Let's press on, shall I say? Let's press on. Oh, Keith's not feeling particularly great either. I had a message from him earlier, and he's Tom and Dick as well. He's still rough with it. So, oh, here we go then. How does good King Wenceslas like his pizzas? deep pan, crisp and even. I love that one. I think that's brilliant. Right, so question one. Here we go then. Question one. Who dishes up the figgy pudding in Charles Dickens's classic, A Christmas Carol? It's an easy one to start with, isn't it? It's got to be the easiest one to start with. Charlotte had got the antibiotics for Callum. No one had any. No one had any. She spent hours. What, going round a chemist trying to get them? at least she was prescribed them. Yeah, I think the same things around here. I've heard that similar things around here that everything's in short supply. Trying to find paracetamol, trying to find Lemsips and all that. Night nurse, day nurse. I think it's just a case of going with it, let it happen. Anyway, so who dishes up the figgy pudding in Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol? Question one. Question two. What is the name of the traditional Indian cake eaten at Christmas? These are turning out to be foodie types, aren't they? Foodie questions about Christmas. All to do with Christmas, this lot. So, yes, what is the name of the traditional Indian cake eaten at Christmas? Give you a second to think about it. And question three. What would you stick into an onion when following a traditional bread sauce recipe? Cool, you didn't want to hear that, did you? So, what would you stick in an onion with when following the traditional bread sauce recipe? Another fairly easy one for you guys. Question 4. Which fruit was often found in children's Christmas stockings in the UK and considered to be a luxury, along with a bit of coal? Have I given too much away? Can remember having that as a kid. Yes. Which fruit was often found in a children's Christmas stocking in the UK and considered to be a luxury? Cool, I do feel rough. Question 5. Which English monarch was affectionately known as the Pudding King because he requested plum pudding for his first Christmas dinner? Does that make sense? Which English monarch was affectionately known as the Pudding King because he requested plum pudding for his first Christmas dinner? It's a good one, isn't it? Anyway, slightly digress. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. Get the likes going. What next? Where are we going? Question 6. Oh, the cinnamon bread known as Kangalangalan. I've crucified that, I know. Comes from which country? Would help if I could pronounce it. The cinnamon bread known as Kangalangal. Good. You know what I mean. Comes from which country? I knew I was going to have trouble with this one. I really did. So what else we got? Question 7. What is the English name for Bouche de Noël? Bouche de Noël. Yes, that's a good one, isn't it? What is the English name for Bouche de Noël? As you can see, I am fluent in a lot of languages. Question 8. Stollen is the traditional fruitcake of which country? Do like a bit of stollen myself. Amazing. Yes. So question 8. Stollen is the traditional fruitcake of which country? And the scrum half question, number 9. Doing it again. Babka, a sweet bread or cake filled with a variety of sweet fillings such as chocolate, is popular with which religious group? It's an interesting one. Babka. Oh, I'd like some babka. A sweet bread or cake filled with a variety of sweet fillings, such as chocolate, is popular with which religious group? Und then, the last question in this part. Oh. What was the Goose Club in the Victorian era? It's interesting, isn't it? What was the Goose Club in the Victorian era? Got all them? Got them all jotted down? Good. What do you call a bunch of chess players boasting about their game in a hotel lobby? Chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. Yes, I am amusing. These are all cracker jokes, by the way, taken out of actual crackers. So, feel free, okay? Feel free to let us know what you think so far. Do you think they're easy so far? Are they easy questions? Do you think you've got 10 out of 10? Just pop it in the chat. See what you're doing. And while you're at popping in the chat, give that thumb a like. Give the thumb a like. And anybody else out there? I don't know if I've got anybody on Facebook because I can't get onto Facebook. Wonder if I can. Bear with me for a second. I'll see if I can find what's going on Facebook. Have I got Facebook? Oh no, don't do this to me. Should have set this up earlier. Should have set it up earlier. Oh, bugger. Ain't going to work there, is it? Ain't going to work there. How are we doing? Oh. Evening, Trent. Welcome. Did you make it? Not 10? We don't know. 2, maybe 6 or 7. We'll find out in a moment when we dive into the doobie whatsits. I wonder if I can find it on here. Hang on. Bear with me for a moment. Let's see if I can find it on here. Is that it? Would that be it? Have I had? Oh. Don't know. Oh. Can't see because of the snow. Who's in there? Because I've got the snow in the corner, I can't see. I can't see any comments coming in from Facebook. So if there's anybody on Facebook, can you put a comment in, please? Please? Pretty please? So, what we're doing. Should we, I'll have a go at this and then we'll give you some answers. Oh. Right, answer to question number uno. Of course it was Mrs. Cratchit. Bob Cratchit's missus, wasn't it? She was one dishing out figgy pudding. If you got figgy pudding, no, if you got Mrs. Cratchit. What was her first name? Yeah, I'm sure you girls got that one. Give yourself a point. Where we go next? Oh, panettone. Who'd have thought it? Indian cake is a panettone. So you do know in the new year we're just going to be doing the quizzes on the quiz channel on YouTube. Ain't going to be able to find it anywhere else. It's not going to be on Facebook. It's not going to be on the main channel. It's just going to be on the quiz channel. So make sure I can see you already here. So there you go. So if you've got panettone and what's it? Point. Cloves. Yes, he's sticking cloves into the onions. Yep, that'd be cloves. If you've got cloves, you're doing well so far. I'm sure you cooks are all getting it right. Of course, how many people got an orange and a piece of coal in the stocking at the end of the bed? Yes. We thought they was taking a mickey, but no, they wasn't. we didn't get our presents opened until after dinner, once the washing up had been done and the Queen's speech had happened. So yeah, make do with a bit of coal and an orange. I'm dying. I really am. I haven't had a decent night's sleep for about a week now. I've been coughing my guts up all night. It's just this dry, tickly cold and a little bit of wheezing with it. A bit of wheezing. So, question 5. King George I was the pudding king. We got King George I. And a point. A point. Your country needs you. Did you like that? Oh, it was good. But it's not working. This is. It's working. Give yourself a point. Sweden. Can't even pronounce it, but that's where it comes from. Did you also know that they do pepper cookies? They call them pepper cookies, which are the like little ginger nuts, but they're so much nicer than ginger nuts. They call them pepper cookies. When I was working out of Sweden and Norway, I used to bring home dozens of tins of them. I do believe you can get them from IKEA. IKEA do them, but you only get them this sort of time of the year. I don't think it's not an all year round thing. They're just a Christmas thing. So we've got Sweden. 7. The Yule log. Of course it is. How many people have got a Yule log this year? Who's got the Yule logs already? Are you ready to go with your Yule log? Yeah, Buch de Nol. Looking forward to it. Already looking forward to it. What's next? 8. Stollen comes from Germany. Do like a bit of Stollen cake actually. Used to have in Berlin. God, I used to do some gorgeous Stollen cake in Berlin. Really did. Mind you, that's what the Germans are good at, innit? Cake and pork. Got a story about pork. Now, imagine the scene, right? We're in Kabul, 2002. I'm working alongside, I'm working at ISAF headquarters. The Germans are subordinate to us. We're going to do a bit of work with them. We're working with some of the other nations, the Italians and one thing and another. And it was around about May time that the Turks were going to take over ISAF headquarters. Now, I've been working with the Yanks, with the Germans, the Italians, and Spanish, I think we had there as well. Anyway, so this is all the PSYOPs operators. So we had these Turks working with us in the PSYOPs, bringing on the newspaper, one thing and another. Anyway, the Germans decided that they were going to host a party for all the PSYOPs in, I think it was early June. They're going to have a barbecue. Yep, you guessed it. We took the Turks along to the barbecue. There wasn't much meat other than pork. Yeah. Germans' insensitivity. But there you go. Happy days. Right. Scrum half question. Jewish. Yeah. Have you ever tried it? Personally, I haven't. But I guess it should be quite good. It's got chocolate in it. Or they just fill it up with chocolates. Cut the middle out and put chocolates in it. I don't know. Never seen one myself. But I'm sure you guys have. And the last question in this round. A way for the poor to save a bird to eat at Christmas. Yep. Bit of a Christmas club, isn't it? That's what it was all about. So they used to save up. So they got a nice big fat goose for Christmas. Because it's only recent times, you know, that we've gone to turkeys for Christmas. Before it used to be goose. Used to do gooses for Christmas. So there you go. So now all you've got to do is add your scores up and pop your scores in the chat. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, very good. We're doing exceptionally well. Where are we going with this? Boom. Why is it getting harder to buy advent calendars? Because their days are numbered. Yeah. I'm supposed to be up here. I missed the cue. What am I like? So, 7 out of 10s. We're doing well with 7 out of 10. That's pretty good. I mean, I bet it was King George the First, the old pudding king that got you. So what else is there? Are you enjoying it? Is it? Because the Duchess has spent quite a lot of time putting these quizzes together, and she's good at it, I think. I still can't see anybody coming in on your what's name? Facebook. So if there's anybody on Facebook, give us a quick nod and a wink. Cheers. Why did nobody bid for Rudolph and Blitzen on eBay? Because they was too dear. Boom. So, there you go. So we're doing well, look. Yeah, so I can see it's doing yeah. I managed to get onto Facebook. So mine's coming out on Facebook, so but I can't actually. So hopefully nobody else is on Facebook because we ain't gonna be there. I will do. I mean she's sprawled out on a settee watching crap on a telly, I think. So yeah, she's not all together with it. She's not very well. But there you go. These things are sent to try us. So, shall we go on with the next round? So, here we go. Coming up is question 11. Oh! Which country is known as the land of the long white cloud? Bum, bum, bum. It's an easy one. That's an easy one for the second round. Which country is known as the land of the long white cloud? Just jot that down and away we go. 12. Oh, the White Nile is one of two main tributaries to the River Nile. What is the other one? It's all good, isn't it? So, the White Nile is one of the two main tributaries of the River Nile. What is the other one? It's easy enough, isn't it? 13. Procol Harum skipped the light. What? Skip the light. What in a whiter shade of pale? I don't know. Can you work it out? Procol Harum skip the light. What in yeah, got it. What in a whiter shade of pale? So the song White Shade of Pale. They skipped the light. so what was it? Yes. 14. Oh. In the 2005 version of the Chronicles of Narnia, who won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for the portrayal of the White Witch? There you go. Have a go with that one then. Now, here's a question. Do you find it easy to have the questions up there and I read them out? Is that a good way of doing it? Are you happy with that? Because when I mispronounce things and I don't get it right, then you've got half a chance, haven't you? Whereas if I just read out questions, I think this is a good way of doing it. So, in the 2005 version of the Chronicles of Narnia, who won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her portrayal of the White Witch? I wouldn't get this one personally, because I'm rubbish with names. So, question 15. Oh. If you stood in the ancient village of Effingham in Oxfordshire and looked up at the chalk hillside, what would you see? Uffington. Yeah, let's go to Uffington. It's an ancient village, is Uffington. In Oxfordshire. Yes. So you've got a chalky hillside, you look up, what do you see? I still haven't seen people smashing a like button. You need to give us a thumbs up or give us a heart. Give us one of those little hearts. Be nice to see a little heart. Yep. 16. Who wrote the 19th century fairy tale Snow White? I take it's with the seven dwarfs, Snow White and the seven dwarfs, or it might be just Snow White. I think it's just the one book in it. That's a lot. So, without too much further ado, who wrote the 19th century fairy tale Snow White? What comes next? 17. Oh, the passenger line RMS Titanic was operated by which British shipping company? So there was the Titanic and the Olympia. I think were the two sister ships, weren't they? The Titanic didn't do particularly well. So the passenger line RMS Titanic was operated by which British shipping company? 18. Oh. Which stadium was quickly built for the 1908 Olympic Games in London after they were relocated from Rome following the 1906 eruption of Mount Vesuvius? Is it still standing today? That's a fairly good question, isn't it? So, which stadium was quickly built in 1908 for the 1908 Olympic Games in London after they were relocated from Rome following the 1906 eruption of Mount Vesuvius? $19. Cool, this is a long question. Right, here we go then. Let me try and get my head around this one. The street runs between Charing Cross and the Houses of Parliament. The same also applies to the cluster of squares and government buildings adjoining the street. It has been the site of municipal government buildings since the establishment of Henry VIII's court in the 1530s. Kings and queens have also lived there. What is its name? Good grief, that's one. That's a big question. It's a big question. Short answer, but a big question. So shall I do that again? The street runs between Charing Cross and the Houses of Parliament. The same name also applies to the cluster of squares and governmental buildings adjoining the street. It has been the site of principal government offices since the establishment of Henry VIII's court in the 1530s. Kings and queens have also lived here. What is its name? And the last question is this round. Name three consecutive days without using the words Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. This is a question. This will have your thinking caps on, I can tell you. Name three consecutive days without using the words Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Sunday. And Saturday and Sunday. Well, there you have it. There's round two. So, what do you call an old snowman? Water. Water. Get it? It's melted water. So, how do you think you did on that round then? Was that another fairly easy round? Do you think you did okay on that round? We shall find out, shan't we? So, shall I dive into the answers? We shall pile straight in on the answers. Right. Without further ado, the answer to question 11, New Zealand. Long white cloud, isn't it? Give yourself a thumbs up and a point if you got that one. That's a fairly easy one, I think. Question 12. The Blue Nile, of course it is. Who thought Red Nile? White Nile? Oh, we've got White Nile. It could have been the Blue Danube, but it's a Nile. Yes, the two come together. Could have been Brown Nile. But no, if you've got Blue Nile, bump, point, and point. There you go, got a point. Question 13. Fandango. Of course it was. Skip the light fandango. I bet you all got that one, didn't you? That's an easy one. So, for Fandango. 14. Tilda Swindon. I wouldn't have got that. I'll put my hand up. I wouldn't have got that. But I bet you did. So we're doing all right. We're hanging in there. 15. Oh, there you go. Ancient chalk carving of a white horse. Of course it is. You can almost see it from Oxford. When you come out of Oxford, you can see it, I think. It's up on the hills, isn't it? So, it wasn't a lion, it was a white horse. So if you've got a white horse, give yourself the old point and a thumbs up and all the rest of it. Where we go next is 16. The Brothers Grimm. The Grimm Brothers. Oh dear, I do feel queer. I'll be glad when this cold's over, I can tell you. It does get you down a bit. But, like a stormtrooper, just keep going on. Just keep in there. Just keep going. I wasn't up to doing Thursday, trust me. I was in absolute tatters. It's like flu. I mean, just levelled me. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even get out of bed. Then I got pain in my hips and pain in my back. Oh, I was in a hell of a state. I had one of these going on. Anyway, the Brothers Grimm. Where we go next? Sutton. The White Star Line. Of course it was. The White Star Line. Give yourself a point. I know most of you got that. 18. Where we going here? The White City Stadium. Of course it was. No, it ain't COVID. Tested. Ain't COVID. Oh, if it was COVID, they'd have closed the country down by now, wouldn't they? But there's a lot of it about. It's everywhere. Everybody's bloody got it. Well, there you go. You couldn't make it up. So if you got the White City Stadium, give yourself a point. Did they knock it down? Or is it still there? I don't know. It's where the old BBC used to be, wasn't it? White City. Oh, here we go. Penultimate one, Whitehall. Of course it was. All that for one word, Whitehall. Did you get it? It's fairly easy, isn't it? Charing Cross Parliament, it's got to be Whitehall. If I'd have mentioned the cenotaph, you'd have got it straight away. So we've got Whitehall. And the last 120. There you go. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, or yesterday, today, tomorrow. Did you work that out? Did you manage to work that out? So, anyway, let's add up the scores and see how you're doing so far. What'd you get if you cross a vampire with a snowman? Frostbite. Frostbite. Love it. You got to love it, ain't you? So, how you doing? Are you doing all right? Are you able? Are you enjoying this quiz? Yeah, when I'm feeling absolutely dire. I feel so rough. I ain't going to be long before I go to bed after this, I tell you. But there you go. So, adding up your scores, let us know what they are on the doors. What athlete is warmest in the winter? A long jumper. Oh, there you go. 5 out of 10, you're doing all right. I mean, I haven't got COVID. Because we tested. Against my will, I tested, and it ain't COVID. It's a stinking cold. So how'd the rest of you do? How's the rest of you getting on? Are we getting there? Whom's got what? You like the next round? Only 5 questions to it. So you ain't done too bad. You're still 50%, over 50%. You put them all together. So how you doing, Steph? Catherine? Are you still with me? Are you still there? Hello, are you still there? Lots of nasty bugs around at the moment. Yeah. And I can tell you for why there's so many nasty bugs around at the moment. Because we were shut down for 2 years. They've killed off our immune system. So a tiny little bug can get everybody. That's what's going on. That's what's occurring. Well, look, 7 out of 10s. Well done, girls. You're doing extremely well. You're well over. That's almost 75%. So, are you ready for the last round? The last 5 questions. Am I loud enough, by the way? Am I? Because I feel so exhausted. Getting post. This time of night. The postmen turn up this time of night. They've been on strike for a week. We've had hand-delivered letters round here. People have been posting them through because they can't afford the stamps. Right then, here we go. Now, listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. Right. We all enjoy sharing a tub of chocolates at Christmas. Name the manufacturers of the following chocolates. Did she? Yeah. So they got the police now taking over from the postman. I suppose it's the army doing it. Oh, excuse me. Right, here we go then. Stand by. So, 5 questions. Fairly quick, these ones. So, you got it. Name the manufacturers of the chocolates. So, the first one's up. Oh, this is the what's name scrum off. The reserve scrum off. Quality Street. What manufacturer makes Quality Street? Mm-hmm. Oh, who makes Celebrations? $23. Oh, Roses Grow on You. Who makes them? $24. Heroes. We all need heroes. And the last one's After Eights. So, got all them? What will the king call his Christmas broadcast? The One Show. I see Valletta's watching on Facebook. I've just managed to catch one on Facebook. There you go. So Facebook is working. Oh, there we go. So what we're doing? Right. Let's have a quick bash at the answers then. You ready for the answers? They're coming at you. So, who's made Quality Streets? Now, when I was a kid, it was called Nestles. But some price part decided to call it Nestle. How'd you get Nestle out of that? It's Nestles. Always used to be the Nestles Milky Bar, didn't it? The Milky Bar Kid. So if you've got Nestles, give yourself the point. 22. Celebrations. The Mars Incorporated. The Mars Company, wasn't it? With our celebrations. Celebrations. And all that. 23. Oh. Cadbury's Grow on You. Cadbury's Roses. So, got Cadbury's at a point. 24. Heroes is Cadbury's again. And the last one, After Eights. We got this one. You got a full house on this one. Rowntrees. Rowntrees do the After Eights, don't they? So, all you've got to do now, ladies, is add up all your scores. What famous playwright was terrified of Christmas? Noel Coward. So, how are we doing then? Scores on the doors. Final load of scores. Get them worked out. Pop them in there. So, see how you did. Let's see how you all did. 4 out of 5. That's not bad. That's not bad, considering you lot like a lot of yummies. 18 out of 25. That's pretty good going. That's pretty good. I mean, some of them were a bit tough, I thought. There's some that I couldn't have answered. However, I think you've done tremendously well. So I think if you're still there for letter, can you just give us a thumbs up or say hi in the chat box, just so we can test to see if it's happening, it's working. After eights is Nestles manufactured. No, it ain't. It's Roundtree's. So Roundtree's have done it. That's not bad. 15 out of 25. That's still over. That's about 60%. That's pretty good going. I mean, the others got. I mean, there's a gang of them, isn't there? It's you by yourself. So you still haven't clicked the like buttons, have you? Nestles owns Roundtree's. There you go. Fruit pastels. So go on and give yourself a point. If you've got Nestles or Roundtree's, give yourself a point. So that's the quizzes for 2022. Do you like the quizzes? Are you having fun with them? Roundtree's created, but Nestles took over in 1988. Well, 1980, you was 8. How did you know that you was only 8? So 16 out of 25. Yeah, see, you've improved your score. So again, it's a prize that money just cannot buy. My eternal gratitude for taking part. If you like what I do, pass it around your friends. Make sure you tell them where it is. The live amazing quiz and fun facts. They'll find it there. It's not. When I come back in January, it's no longer going to be on any other platform than the quiz channel. And then we'll just go from there. So if you've enjoyed it, let your friends know. What's with the thumbs down? Who's putting thumbs down? Who's doing a thumbs down? Get out of it. Can't believe you give me a thumbs down. I can't help dying. I'll give you one of them. I'll get that myself. So, it just leaves me to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous, hopefully better 2023. It can't be any worse than this year, that's for sure. I mean, this year has been pretty pants, one way and another. No, you're most welcome. I enjoy your company. I'm not going to be on Thursday. I'll be back next on, I think it's the 3rd of January with a quiz. And a couple of days after with, I think it's the 5th. I think it might be the 5th. With a new round of everyday conversations regarding mental health. I've got some really good stuff coming up in the new year. I've got some people lined up already. We're going to look at different aspects of mental health and go from there. Just found the like button. Yeah, I want to know who's found the dislike button. Somebody's hit the dislike button. Somebody doesn't love me. Anyway, thank you for joining in. Spread the word. Let's get people to subscribe to the channel. and we'll be back with a new quiz in the new year, and we'll, we'll go forward from there. How's that? So thank you, have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, and I'll see you next year. TTFN, ta-ta for now.